Alright, lads. So as you can see, I have responsibly decided to sleep. Although the news came yesterday. They seem to be doing this thing now where they release their DLCs a day early. They're supposed to be on the 29th, but oh yeah, you could play it a little early on the 28th, but I was with one of the lads, so I didn't want to abandon him just to get on some Callisto when I could just sleep into that later. So as you can see, the final DLC is here. The story DLC. Let me make sure the audio is good. 1 second. Okay, yeah, audio sounds perfectly good. So, as you all know, just finished the Dead Space 3 DLC. That is like an hour and 40 minutes, maybe 2 hours. Takes you through some repeated areas. Kinda lame. Funny. Some unique situations, but overall kinda lame. Dead Space 2 DLC, same thing. Going through repeated areas, just a different narrative. Kinda lame. Here we go. Callisto's gonna have a new enemy, new weapon, and yeah, final story DLC. This has to be at least 2 hours. I haven't seen anything about it. I've remained completely spoiler-free. What I do find funny is that they've decided to use this promotional material of Jacob in his jumpsuit because... 1 second. My mic is tangled because with this hammer that you get, he's not in his jumpsuit, he's in his suit, his helmetless suit. Anyway, enough stalling. It's protocol time. Strange. Why isn't contagion mode being advertised in this page here? That's very strange. Alright, so now you can say that Callisto is a completed game. Now, legally, I don't think they have to update this game anymore. But, I'll talk about that once I'm done here, so... Skin, just use the default skin, why not? It makes the most sense, right? Least chance for bugs. No, they never release like any patch notes with these updates. They're like a lot of gigabytes, but somehow there's no patch notes that come with them. So here we go, enough stalling. In case you didn't know where this game left off, you destroyed the alpha subject, and then you run to the escape pod. There's only one escape pod, so he sends the chick on it, Danny, and then that gives her the evidence she needs to kind of like blow up this whole conspiracy thing with the UJC Corporation and what they're doing to people. And then it turns out, oh, there might be another chance for Jacob to escape. So here we go, final transmission. Please be at least 2 hours. Please be at least 2.5 hours. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that, like, yeah, would it carry over my stuff? This is gonna be kind of an... Oh, okay, it only does, like, the ones at the end. Good. So, do I want to do a New Game Plus where I've got everything and I'm super strong, or do I want to see what this is like fresh? Does that carry over any weapon upgrades? Oh, hell no. And the first thing I notice is there's a typo. Huh? Typos are minor, of course, but at the same time, they're also maybe the most concerning thing to ever see. Alright, here we go. Look at this 7-hour game. I'll do this New Game Plus save. So I should have everything at max level. It's protocol time, baby. Make it worth my while. Yeah, no upgrades or anything, that's nuts.
Max has been on my case about these Europa runs. We've done jobs like this before. Don't know why he cares so much now.
Mayday! This is UJC Kara! Returning to Callisto! Hold on! Wait, turn back! Grab him, too. Hey! What are you doing? Hey! I didn't do anything!
Dr. Caitlin Marler, and as per Article 412 of the UJC Penal Code, you will now be fitted with a core device.
fuck is going on?
Back there, I just saw something. It attacked me and it didn't seem human.
There was an outbreak 75 years ago. Just like what's happening in the prison. They killed everyone. Trying to contain it. Everyone. These aren't accidents. There's a pattern. Arcus, Black Iron, Europa. Then about escape,
So
Jacob.
what's it about?
Not anymore.
What's it about?
Answers!
Soon everything will become clear. Your core is linked with hers now. Or at least it will be once the sync is complete.
Europa wasn't a terrorist attack. Jacob, what do you got there? What we got here is none of our business. Come on, we got a job to do. I could have stopped this, but I didn't. What about you?
You'll play my part in all of this as well. There's no escape from me. Black Iron is where I belong.
Late on time. He approaches. The survivor.
Just give me the goddamn antidote! I'm not gonna let her die.
You're not the innocent you claim to be. You've proven that you'll do just about anything to ensure your own survival.
You listen. Sorry for everything. I do belong here.
Choice. Every choice in your life has led you here. To this moment. To this place.
Jacob, there might be a way out after all. But I'm going to need your help.
Welcome to Black Iron Prison.
Jacob! Can you hear me? Wake up! Jacob!
What? Where the fuck am I?
It doesn't matter. Just get moving. My lab's up ahead. I'll explain there.
And gameplay. Very good start. Start it with nonsense to deal with. Okay. Okay. That's good. I like that it starts it with me getting assaulted immediately. Jesus Christ. Okay. So the gameplay in this is a bit different from like that endless horde thing that you saw me playing a while ago, so forgive me if I play a little differently because of it. I'm hoping that the freaking kill animations are in this and I don't have to like die to activate them, because that was a bad bug. How's my inventory? Oh wait, I got tactical pistol ammo. Yeah, let me save my grip. How's my actual inventory going? I've got one battery. Okay. Wait, no. Use the little pistol. And you're not nearly as beefy, so I need to actually watch for the damage I'll be taking. Interesting. So you can do this from a hardcore save, and you do have to beat the campaign to do this, because all the things it showed me was either, alright, you're going to start fresh with absolutely no upgrades or anything, or you're going to do this off of a New Game Plus save. So if you want it to not be annoying, you want to do it off of a completed save. I'm immediately noticing that I haven't seen one of the new kill animations yet, so I probably have to die to activate those. That's if I hasn't been fixed. Nice freaking try. I don't know what that was, but okay, good. I forgot how tanky the enemies actually are. Yeah, weirdly enough, in
Why can't I remember how I got here?
Dissociative amnesia. Your mind is protecting itself. Just hurry. I promise everything will become clear soon.
I gotta make sure all my stuff is reloaded. Yeah, funnily enough, with that Horde mode DLC that brought over new kill animations, of course that was bugged, where like half the outfits you'd use,
You'll need to open it from there.
half the outfits you would use, didn't have the kill animations. You'd have to like die to then have them get activated, and I think it's the same thing that's going on here. Because I'm not seeing the new ones, it's just the default ones, which are very tame. So I might have to just let an enemy kill me. So that's always nice when there's a existing bug that's not been fixed. And to give you an idea, this is the story expansion DLC, the one and only, and this is half a year after the game came out. This game came out late December 2022. We are just before June. It is June 29th, 2023. And this game did end on a cliffhanger. It did not have a fulfilling conclusion. Ah, scheisse, not this. How many credits do I have? 997, but the thing is, what do I need credits for? Because everything I have is upgraded. View? Oh, that's new. Huh. You couldn't do that before. Yeah, I don't think there's anything... Oh, well, I could replace this, because this is better to sell than the energy converter. And no, there's no locator in this game, so... Just explore your confines. Oh, excuse me. They're already doing stuff that they like never did in the original campaign. Enemies pretending to be dead, enemies attacking you from behind, like that one that I beat up and then he wasn't dead and he came back to life from behind me. Okay. These are good things, of course. Okay, the new animations are in this. Good. Very good, very good. I don't have to fix any bugs. Very good. So now with my Riot mode experience, I'm going to be playing a lot more interesting, even if the game might not necessarily demand it. The big thing that changes this gameplay to being boring or interesting is if enemies attack you at the same time, which it doesn't look like they are still.
shoot. I really forgot how much damage the main campaign enemies sponge. I hope I'm allowed to shoot though. The thing is, one of the other flaws in the gameplay was that you didn't really want to shoot because the bosses in this game could not be killed without ammo, and you could literally run into a situation where you did not have ammo to kill them. They wouldn't like infinitely respawn enemies to replenish your ammo counts, which is like a big gameplay flaw. What's going on? So that's why I'm glad I've got all my gear in this time. So hopefully I can shoot and toss enemies and actually have fun. Yeah, so 1v1, it's still not going to be a problem.
What the hell happened here?
You don't think they would put something in this crate, would they? Surely not. So what would you really want from a story DLC to this game? Really a fulfilling conclusion. Fulfilling conclusion and more interesting gameplay scenarios. Less vent crawling. Less mother effing vent crawling. You know why that vent crawling was in? I don't know for sure, but I bet it was because they put a game that looks this good on the old generation consoles. There's not going to be any like audio logs for me to collect. Things to shoot.
Look for an active console. It must be reset to open the door.
Okay, so this is all territory we've already been through. Why am I saying we like I'm an actual Twitch stream right now? That I've already been through. Excuse me. I'm the one playing the game. Yeah, I'm just... Oh, that was a visual. Just looking around for anything... Any collectibles, like audio logs. Don't want to miss out on super important Callisto lore. Callisto with one L. How is this place not all gone boom boom? What is this, pristine energy? That one's worse than the decoder. Those are things you just sell. Yeah, the decoder and the CPU printer are the best things to sell. Yeah, how is this place not all gone boom boom? That's the whole point of the self-destruct sequence,
The
isn't
nodes
it?
are destabilized. Align them to reset the system.
Okay. See, you gotta think, how do we add puzzles into a game where our main character isn't an engineer? What would happen if I didn't do that in time? Would it just blow up in my face?
Jacob, you made it. We have to hurry. There's still a chance.
For what? None of this makes any sense.
It's just your mind playing tricks. You've been through a terrible trauma.
And what about you? There's no escape for me? What changed?
You did. I saw what you were willing to do. I regret what I've done, but we have to keep fighting. We have to finish this. Now listen, there's an escape ship waiting for us. Get to the loading bay and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, and then what? Why don't we just fly out of here?
With the most important cargo of all. I've downloaded all of my files to a series of drives. The first one's there. You'll find others along your way. You gave Danny a piece of the puzzle, but recover them all and we can expose Cole. Put a stop to his plans.
All right, one last job. Fine, I'm in. So what is that thing?
It held one of my experiments. It broke free when systems failed. Avoid it if you can. Fight it if you must.
You're right.
Okay, so just another basic enemy. What's it called?
Don't worry, Jacob. There's an escape ship.
Thankfully everyone forgot about the one escape ship. What's that called? And there it is, like a
Don't
MacGuffin.
leave that data drive. The data contained herein is my confession of my involvement with what transpired at Black Iron. The history of Callipolis and the madness of Duncan Cole. What happened here can never be allowed to spread. The consequences would be no less than apocalyptic.
I'll accept a ladder crawl, but if I have to crawl in more than 5 vents, it's gonna dock 3 points. No, 3 vents. 3 vents, because I'd be shocked if this is at the minimum of 2 hours and 2.5 hours. He looks just like me, for real. What weapon do I have that has the most scope to zoom in? Or is that Elias? Let's get our magnifiers out. Yeah, it's just Elias.
Elias?
Not this again. Whose cell is this? How am I back in the prison so soon? I was just in the lab and now I'm back in the prison.
Wait. What?
Oh, that's gross. Alright, you got me. You got me. You got me good. You got me to dig in the poop. God dang it. Got me again. Those mother efforts. Oh, no. No. Jacob. Clean your hands, big dog. Okay, I think this is just gonna keep repeating, actually. This is some kind of gameplay. Okay.
What is this?
Huh?
Still seeing things.
Your mind is still recovering. Hallucinations are to be expected. Just keep moving. Keep fighting.
That's weird, because the door was unlocked. What would happen if I tried to go for it? And now I don't even know where I'm going. Coward. What if I go the other direction? Is this where I came from? Basically, yeah. Interesting. It'd be interesting to have a gory space fighting game with no hallucinations. A character that is sound of mind. Okay, so I still am walking through places that I've been to. So, I see the touch of EA hasn't left this game either. These are not all 100% unique environments. Yeah, this is my new game plus save, so everything is maxed out except the last little bits of the assault rifle. Everything, though, is maxed out, basically. Hey, nothing I really want to sell, it's just ammunition. Those AR upgrades are expensive. They take like a whole playthrough's worth of looting. Not again. Okay, this is a different environment, I think. Or maybe it's the... Okay, I think it's going to be the same places you've been, but destroyed and altered. Yeah, because everything went boom boom. But why did it stop? This is a really bad self-destruct.
Get down. Don't let it see you.
There's still too much evidence. That's a new enemy. Biobot? What's that, a double negative?
Look for a way out. Quickly.
I uninstalled it from my library. I don't have it anymore. Man, am I really gonna be a coward in New Game Plus? Hell no. Fight to the death. What's the worst that can happen? That's kind of scary. I think I'm dead. Didn't even one-shot me. It's got flesh. Fleshy giblets. This... Okay, no. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Oh, hell yeah. Pathetic. No fear. That didn't even hit me as hard as I thought it would. Yeah, I definitely want a CPU printer. Might as well just heal the damage, yeah. I'll get healing from other avenues. That thing did not drop any loot to make that worthwhile. So it's pretty much just a beefier enemy that'll do 1 or 2 hits. I'm surprised it didn't one-shot me, because, you know, it's one of those robots.
Something new and indescribably dangerous. Be careful, Jacob.
No. Definitely not indescribably dangerous. I was scared that when it was sprinting at me, it was going to one-shot me. That's the same sound effect from Dead Space. I can't believe they're still using it. Copyright them right now, EA. Think you can let Glenn just take your intellectual property? What, just because he helped make it? The first one, at least? Sue that man right now. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's because the director of this game was, I think, the creative director of the first Dead Space. Also, this is event number 1. I'm keeping a tally. And this is quite a long one.
That's also new.
The prison has changed, Jacob. Don't let your guard down for a moment.
This is quite a long vent, striking distance and craft on. Oh, bad. Alright, that's at least 60 seconds of the DLC dedicated to crawling through a vent. Time is precious, yo. Okay, this is the riot mode room. I think. It looks very similar to it. Maybe not quite. This dude looks human still. He's got a bit of, like, tumorous cancer action. What do I have equipped right now? Good. They just attacked me at the same time. That's good. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. That's dead. Okay. Okay. I'll allow that. Good. I will allow this. Because holy hell. You would never be surrounded or anything like that in the main story. Okay, very good. The enemies attacked me at the same time, and they even flanked me. Oh my goodness. Finally, some good food. Yeah, I should have noticed that was probably telling me to, like, hey, maybe you want to, like, retreat back some. That fool's dead. Damn. I'm thinking, okay, one of these is going to be the kill shot. Hell no. Just infinite health, huh? Yeah, I think this enemy would one-shot me if it touched me. A genuine, true one-shot, so let me not let that happen. I'm not going to drag you all the way over here. You'll notice I actually took off both that enemy's arms and it wasn't dead, yes, because that enemy is the only one with a ranged attack. It can still live without both arms. What's that noise? Thought I was hearing metallic steps of one of those bots again. Nothing to give me? Okay. I was gonna say, this isn't on hardcore. Wait, what's going on here? Either that or I take it back upstairs. What's up there? Restricted access? Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Funny mother effers. I got mollywopped for all my health from that mother effer. Oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. Oh my god, that actually scared me so bad. Okay. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. This isn't a kinesis module from Dead Space. I can't just pull over ammo and stuff today, because that's not how they designed it. Oh my goodness. Did you see that Dead Space player in me? Insane. Who's next to me? How did they go? I didn't mean to use the explosive shot from the hand cannon. I meant to do that swarming projectile thing that cleared that hallway for me. That was a big waste of ammo. That's whatever. That's why I've got other guns. Okay, yeah, you definitely can't just baton only this. Because they're actually attacking you in groups and stuff, which is so good. As it should be. You expect me to crawl through another vent? Restricted access? I don't even know if this is like the main path or side content. I'm back to being lost. What's my objective? Locate the cell block exit.
UJC printing at your service.
$500 for a health injector? Nah, I'd rather just find it. Okay, game. I'll do your vent crawling. This is vent number 2, by the way. Count the time these take. It's important. Really pretty environments. Like I like the lighting. It's almost underwater-esque. I have no fear. I'm scared. I'm scared. I have fear. I have fear. I have fear. I have fear. I have fear.
Can't keep running from what you've done.
Jacob, can you hear me? Jacob! What's wrong?
It's okay. I'm okay.
Can you tell where you are?
I can see the shoe. Or what's left of it.
That means you're closer to the loading bay. Be very careful. The path ahead is dangerously unstable. Be prepared for anything.
So, the one at the bottom was actually the side path. So be it. Okay, there's definitely going to be that head-snatching neck thing in here. Let me try to remember what it looks like. Because this is the environment it thrived in, and I'm not trying to deal with that anymore. I'm sure that room of stuff that I missed out wasn't important. Piss in the vinegar. Come on, you think I'm new? Dunk him into the hole. God dang it. It's like fighting an enemy downstairs in the shiv. Get down there. Alright, Jacob, make this jump. That's actually clearly a very small room. Where did he come from? Nice try. Dog wasn't even gonna let me land first. I do not miss having my face cracked.
Another one of those rooms.
Can I see it from here? Nah, they would have played a musical stinger if that was one of them. The head snatching neck thing. Yeah, don't put any more of those leech things in crates, please. Unless there's some gameplay to where you can tell which ones have it and which ones don't. As in, like, a sound cue or anything besides just, oh! That's the wrong number. Lose some health. Or just die if for some reason you're very low on health already. Because those things always do damage to you regardless of how fast you mash the button. Alright, they didn't want you to forget how pretty this game was. How does this game function on the Xbox One and PS4? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'll just use one of the... Nah. Oh, it's just an energy kit. Where? Okay. Okay, that was clever. That was clever. They still went up to me. Good job. Those sly dogs still managed to get one on me. Really freaking clever. I think that was kind of funny. Alright, we're 2 vents in. That's how checkpoints are marked in Callisto. Vents. Crawling vents. Oh, crawl space. This counts. So this is 3.
Mahler, we're breaking up. Mahler. You there? Be ready for anything.
Right? Alright, what the heck? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is a lot of open space. I'm pre-aiming like this for one of the head-snatching neck things. What the hell? Oh shoot, I didn't throw him into spikes, I threw him into just regular telemetry. Get in there. That's not easy, managing to kill one of the fat ones before they mutate.
My hypothesis is that the
4?
cage is more than just a pathogen. Rather, a sentient intelligence that has existed for perhaps longer than our universe itself. Quite literally, the ultimate survivor.
Alright, you don't need to compliment it now. For an ultimate survivor, I mean, this thing does pretty bad under pressure. You know, it feels like there was a cut idea that the big mouth enemy was going to infect them, right? Because remember when it was introduced, it spat into that security guard's mouth and he instantly turned into one? And you got all these rooms with like a bunch of dead bodies scattered. I think it would be more interesting, you know, if they were living and there was some kind of like, I don't know, morality system. Where, you know, do I freaking dome these people that are about to get infected? The heck? I ought to use a gate fuse to just open the door that was locked there. Or do I not put those swine down and let them get infected? You know, something interesting like that. If it instead can only use living matter, as an example. Yeah, why would I use the gate fuse that I just got on that spot there? What if I shot at him? Don't goad me into having a good time. Yo, it sounds like he's right in here, so I'm actually gonna show some respect. Alright, no more respect is being shown now. Going full force. What the heck? This is me running away. Oh, my head's spinning, man. Well, if he's gonna show up soon, let me get the hand cannon ready. Are you telling me Callisto's gonna actually try to throw a puzzle at me? All too easy. It's just in me, baby. Okay. I'm unlocked a door over there, but I don't know how to get there. Alright, I won't count ladders because Dead Space had ladders too. Dead Space 3 at least.
Something's wrong.
I know, we're back in the poop water. That's what's wrong. That kinda got me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why am I not having a light project where I'm aiming? This room in the main campaign, like the poop water room, made me gag so much. That was so gross. It's because the game looks so good, so you know. Anything nasty is gonna be much more nasty. If it looks good, too. It's so dark. Yeah, that slow-mo dodge that I'm doing, that's something I'm doing purposefully. It's like a perfect dodge mechanic of sorts. And it lets me instantly interrupt their combo and release the tentacles so I can quickly kill them. Yeah, I'm going to use the tactical pistol on the regular enemies because I figure it's probably the most worthless least effective weapon versus the bosses, so it's best I use it on the fodder. Spikes. Are the little larvae things in here? No? Fair to middling. Yeah, this would suck with only the pistol and the shotgun, with no upgrades. No upgrades. No grip. No heavy swing. Goodness. Beta Drive 5. I feel like I might have missed 2 of them in that spot that I didn't go to, because I thought it was the main path. So it shall be. I'll miss out on 2 sentences worth of lore. System error. It doesn't even look like those are projected. You know, it looks like those are just stapled there. So it's kind of weird that it says system error. System error. You're a system error. These are some well-rendered bugs. Some of them have got some good thickness to them. Okay, time to sprint. Enough of these empty... Oh, he said this already. Unless he says something different at the end. What is he even being projected by? What's even being projected by there? There's just concrete. Probably nothing but his mind.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Think this stuff is funny? Look, we're never gonna get Silent Hill PT. You don't need to put PT into my protocol.
Hold on.
I swear I've been here before.
Is the lighting here a bit more dull now? Like, washed out, the colors? Or am I crazy too?
Escape from this prison. From yourself. Now I know you're supposed to.
Jump. Jump through it. Yeah, it's absolutely becoming more and more black and white. Come on! I don't see an obvious solution to this system error, except plotting forth. Maybe there's more bugs. Maybe, ooh, nice. Maybe I eat some of the bugs?
That's not right.
What? What's different? What's different? You say that like you see something different. I don't want to go crazy with this dude.
Escape from your mother. This prison. From yourself.
Stop. Stop. Stop repeating. End this now. Make it stop.
Turn back, leave. So that's exactly what I'll do. That'll fix it. You're right.
This really makes no sense.
Thank you.
Are you there?
I can hear you. What the hell just happened?
I lost your signal for a moment, but it appears you fought through.
Some strange shit happened back there.
This area is fraught with instability, both physical and mental. Be on your guard, and keep fighting.
Nope. Another ladder. I wonder how long that could go on for. Because he kept saying new things, so I figured, oh, maybe there's actually something I'm missing. Who knows? Riot mode got some secret changes made. Ooh, I like to see that. What exactly is creating the webbing? This webbing was not present in the original. That's just an... Ooh, pristine decoder. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that decoder is worth a good amount. I don't know what I'm going to use this money on. I almost said gold. Yet. I'm sure something will pop up. So we're about an hour in, about 55 minutes in. Still shows no signs of stopping, which is a good thing. At least 2.5 hours. That's my benchmark. One new enemy. Some good combat scenarios. Very pretty environments. So that's a given with the Unreal Engine. Probably two heads gonna come in here.
There's no other way. You have to fight it.
Yeah, how about I don't shoot it? Oh, what the heck? What did it do? Just jab me? Ah, shoot. That's not fair. You suck. Every time I hit him in the head, it messes him up. No. I'm gonna say, follow the rules. You've been interrupted. How much ammo do I have in this thing? 3 shots? Alright, well that's all gone.
What the hell is that thing?
Jacob is a genius. He catches on so quick. I think this game's biggest combat flaw is the 1v1. As soon as you throw in multiple enemies that attack you at the same time, it becomes a lot more interesting. But in 1v1s, there's very few fights in this game that are interesting in a 1v1. Except like a brand new encounter, like the first two-head you fight might be kind of interesting.
You're nearing the loading bay.
But then you quickly realize how simple it is. But something like that, okay, that's kind of cool with how they force you to get away from it. But it's still, you don't have to like mix and match. It's still just, if I just hold left and right, this thing will never hit me. They should force you to like mix in dodges to actually worry about how close you are to an enemy. Like, okay, dodge it, then shoot it to get more distance, otherwise you're gonna get clobbered. Stuff like that. Can I not put you in here? Mother effer, I do. Oh, I kinda did, they just died.
That's one way to keep moving down.
Yeah, dangerously unstable is right.
No Marvel dialogue, please. I don't know, like, what I just said, doesn't that sound infinitely more interesting than just left-right dodge?
UJC
They should force you to evolve your gameplay like the way the enemies evolve and mutate, you know? It feels like it works perfectly in tandem. It's like, man, this game is full of so many good ideas, but then just execution just to make it more interesting. It's so simple, but it's not done. But DLC's not over. I've never understood those on-fire enemies, because to my knowledge, nothing about their gameplay is any different. They're just literally on fire.
You've reached the factory entrance. The loading bay is on the other side.
Oh, who doesn't love particle effects, right? Nice. Oh, he didn't die from that? Mother effer. That was such a good play, too. And he couldn't even do me the honors of instantly dying from it. Let me just use this now, so I can have it ready. Oh wow! Didn't know I could climb on the box. Fabrication. Can I climb on this? Oh no, not a vent. Tell me there's something else before I go trolloping in there. God. Now, I know why there's vents in this DLC. It's because, obviously, the old generation consoles have the season pass as well.
For the security units, assembly and shipping, with the cargo ship still docked at the loading bay.
That thing I fought was no security unit.
No, but it started as one. You'll find out more inside.
That's weird then, that the biophage bots are less threatening. You would think they would mix and match the mechanical and the biomatter, but it just seems to be weaker. Doesn't one-shot and can't shoot. What a loser. See, like, this stuff is exactly why people hate this game. You go through like 30 seconds of crawling to then climb, take something out, and then go back to 30 seconds of crawling. There's no gameplay in any of that. Like, stuff like this is just torture. No one enjoys it.
Quickly, Jacob. We're running out of time.
I'm having a hard time seeing. What? Suck. There's another one behind me. Oh, I gotta toss them into that fan. I can't hit them into it. Can't shoot acid with no face. Lamau. I don't want to get one shot by it. I was really hoping he would do one of the kill animations on it sooner, but good lord, I forgot. These dudes have unlimited health in the campaign. I'm so used to riot mode where enemies have way less health. What the hell? I'm spamming the reload. Okay. I mean, that doesn't fix the death situation. You mean still long? What? Unlock the entrance door. Okay, I was gonna say that's an enemy event. I can't take this out, so that's supposed to be in the— oh, duh. The, Did my grip fully recharge there? It did, nice. Didn't waste a battery.
The choice is yours.
I can't hold anything, huh? Well then sell an injector. It's impossible to get hit in this game.
To advance the program would require the perfect host. While Cole pursued his alpha, I took a different path. A man-machine hybrid infused with the biophage pathogen. At the time, I told myself I was doing this for the common good. But the truth? I couldn't bear to have Cole beat me to the punch. To take credit for my work.
This is bot processing. Man-machine hybrid, but there's no man in those things, it's all just robot. Excuse me? It's all just robot and then the, there's no escape. All robot and then the, biophage itself. Which I don't think necessarily has to have any man. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't need any men in it. It can just use alien. Speaking of alien, this is gonna be funny looking, huh? Okay, here we go. I like purple. See, come on, like, why can't you have a fight in this room? Kill all the enemies. Now that's an objective everyone likes in any game that they play. Excuse me. Where'd my health go? I was supposed to switch to the skunk gun. Instead, I just lose all my health. That's what I wanted. Toro! think I just got owned. Did it come back to life? Is that what's been going on in this DLC? Like the guy who attacked me from behind? Nice try. Yeah, excuse me. Instant recovery. That's a player-only thing. God, I hate that instant. No. Bring me that rear. It belongs to me. Shoot. Yeah, the enemies in this game do have a dodge, as you just witnessed. If you aim at them for a given amount of time, there's a chance that they could try it. Nice try. Thing just tried to psych me out. God, these enemies are just trolls. They're built like trolls too, so it makes sense. There's still one more. Yeah, I hear him.
On the upper floor, like the one back in my lab.
Oh, I'm getting a call from me, Mum. Give me 1 second, Lance. Sorry about that, lads. I was getting asked silly questions from even sillier people, and it appears that I have soft-locked my character. So, as I was moseying around on the phone talking, I realized I'm supposed to move this thing, but for some reason they programmed it to where you can actually stand on it, and clearly you're not meant to stand on it yet, so now I'm having a hard time getting off this thing, but I think I can. I can get him off. I can get him off without resetting. Watch. I know how to do this. It's just, I'm stuck. This is where Jacob's final resting place will be. The protocol was hard fought, but in the end, humanity lost. He could not figure out how to get himself off of a box. I have to fight that entire room again, don't I? Okay, I don't. Oh man, the Last of Us-ification of the Callisto Protocol. Look at this. It's the moving dumpster bit. How could they? I bet this doesn't even work. Oh my god, it does. Alright, no reason to move it over there. Good. Freaking good. I've already got 2 grips. Okay, really sorry about that distraction. It's killing the immersion. About an hour and 20 minutes in. I can't tell what mark I'm at. Still waiting on this hammer. I hope this hammer isn't used in like the last 30 minutes. I'm kind of shocked they didn't like immediately throw it at me. That kind of makes me imagine that there's maybe a substantial amount of gameplay. How am I able to hold this many health injectors? But I couldn't. Nothing. This is such a funny puzzle. What would an old person do in a puzzle like that? Just give up? There's no way that he'd be able to do that fast enough. Or where the accessibility features auto-complete it. Okay, see, another example. A big room like this. Even things you can climb over to avoid damage. And what do they do with this giant room? They just throw in these trolling enemies that do like one singular attack and then run away. They don't swarm you with them or anything, they come one at a time. Like, what a waste of a cool environment, right? I'll talk about it later, though. Strong opinions for a conclusion of this.
I'm opening the elevator. Keep moving through to reach the loading bay. And prepare yourself. What you're about to see, know that I am no longer that person.
There's never not one instance in this game where this dude is not covered in sweat. Even at the very beginning of the game, their faces are covered in sweat.
This place.
My special projects lab.
What the hell were you trying to do here?
Something for which there can be no
God
forgiveness.
dang, what's up with all the blood? How are you supposed to work in an environment this unsanitary? Oh man, get that man some pants. Okay, I just opened an empty drawer like this is F-13. There wasn't a data drive in there or anything.
Oh my God.
Before you is my greatest sin. For even though Cole and I took different paths, we each had the same goal in mind. Like you, I realize the mistakes I have made. Ironically, this particular mistake may just be our last hope.
I don't get it.
Jacob? Jacob, what's happening?
I'm fine. Fucked up my baton now.
My baton!
This is a factory. See what you can find. You'll need a replacement to reach the loading bay.
I really like that baton.
Baton. Well, it didn't look like it the way you just freaking tossed that. He didn't like try to. He just like instantly threw it up. He didn't even like try to store it maybe before you find something else. Just instantly chuck that thing. So what part of this is man though? I don't get it. It's got AI generated man hands of like 12 fingers on one hand. That's always freaky. I freaking hate that kind of design on anything. It freaks me out. But these just look like the biobots. I don't really get it though. Like where's the human in them? You know? Man, I want my baton back, man. I like that baton, bro. He says, I really like that baton. Yeet! How am I supposed to fight an enemy now? They would never throw an enemy at you without a melee weapon. They don't have the stones. You think I can't fight a biobot just because I don't have a baton? Because the answer is you're absolutely correct. I cannot.
Don't try to fight them, Jacob. You're vulnerable without the baton.
I can just sprint past him.
Look for a vent. There's one nearby.
Of course I'm looking for a freaking vent. Time to go. We haven't got a baldy out here. Can they lose me? Oh, see, they're not that frightening. They can't sprint. They're not human. Lamau. Owned. Don't drag me by the leg. He could have still used it. Fine. I will show courtesy. I will learn from my past mistakes. The hour of repentance has ended. Prepare to die eternal. You know what? I can't believe the freaking Callisto Protocol has tried to make vent crawling gameplay engaging. How is this fan turning to cut me? How is this fan doing that? That'd be a pretty sucky way to die, though.
UJC Printing for all your needs.
You're nuts.
massively long corridor, or...
That robot, it said something to me.
Focus
It
on
said-
your goal, Jacob. Find the data drives. Reach the ship. Keep moving. Keep fighting.
It said... It said... Dang, I missed two. You probably have to get all of them to get the achievement. Or an achievement. I don't know what the achievement is. What the heck? Why is there so much level? But I can't kill anything. It's so pretty. Frolicking just on its own. It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of beautiful. This is too big of a corridor, man. Like I said, no balls. They're not gonna throw an enemy at me with no weapon. Huh? Punch him. You have a shiv. Punch him. I can't believe those sly dogs actually had the bravery to do it. To give me an enemy with no melee weapon. See, another classic example. They just gave me a super long corridor, 2 wide, interesting rooms, and what do they do with it? Okay, let's throw one enemy at him that he has to shoot to death. And then just send him running all the way back down the corridor. Like, why is it designed that way? Why can't you then make a really interesting environment where I'm forced to use my grip and my guns to defend myself? Like, here's your chance to make something happen without a melee weapon. Maybe focus on dismemberment. Just for, like, one small combat scenario, just like old times. As a good callback to the Dead Space dismemberment system. He can't see me because he can't reach me down here. Because they didn't design animations for him to, like, pull me out of something. Lamau. Pristine decoder. See, like I said, isn't it kind of beautiful? In its own weird way. And how do you eat with a face like that? Of 4 combined faces, all conjoining to one mouth. What did that do? Did that turn on the ventilation system? I don't get it. Let me not take that out because I don't know what else to do with it. Okay, yes I do. I have no idea what that just achieved. I'm not going back over there. There's nothing you could have in that container that interests me that much.
I hoped would be the next phase of human evolution proved a tragic mistake. Yes, the subjects survived the fusion, but trapped inside the machine, absent some kind of understandable mental goal, they grew increasingly vicious and unhinged. After they tore Dr. Mare apart, I shuttered the program.
The only reason I'm gonna do this is because this is a paid-for DLC. You have to make this worth my while, Glenn. Come on. Oh. I can't even go over there without a fuse anyway, so it is just to tease you. Oh no! A crate that's gonna have things I can't pick up because my inventory is full. That's what shut them all down, all that water. Too easy. Man versus machine, and man wins every time. We're buoyants.
There, a kinetic hammer. Use the console to open the enclosure.
Right there! 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 Unlock the hammer. Where is the hammer? Oh. Can't just rip it out? Oh, god dang.
The hammer! Jacob! Use it!
It's time. That's not funny. Okay, I can cancel this. Okay, it's a different animation. Didn't feel it, because they patch it so enemies that hit you from behind barely do any damage to you. Fair to midnight. Dog, you gotta be in range to hit these things, you know? It's not that fast. Ooh, what's this gonna look like? What did that just do to him? I don't even know. I was expecting a much more violent explosion from my kinetic hammer. Dare I say I'm a bit disappointed. Does it get, like, supercharged if I hold it really long? Nah, that's it. Yeah, and that can get interrupted. There's no poison in that. Where's the other one? Trying to flank me? Yeah, look at that. I just get interrupted. Because it has, like, no range. That didn't even do anything. Didn't feel it. Need to hit me harder. Okay, well it's way bigger. Jesus, it's actually huge. Okay. Yeah, dog, that's so tame. Is it like a circle around me, or is it just in front of me? More in front than behind. That was kind of underwhelming. It's got basically the same animations. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not too surprised at that, because it's got to work with the same animations they set with the baton, with like the kill animations and stuff. Question is, can you use this in riot mode? You should be able to, but for some reason I feel like you won't be able to. Oh, look at this. Against biobots. It is very effective against biophages. The ground slam attack causes area of effect damage against multiple enemies. Hold down the right bumper to charge the hammer, release the right bumper to receive the attack. Use the kinetic hammer to destroy yellow crates. Oh, that's what all those were. I was wondering, like, yo, what are those about? Also, its time is not funny. That's the achievement that I got for picking up the hammer. It's time. Like, come on. Get some new material. Alright, so about an hour and 40 minutes into the DLC, you get the hammer. With the hammer comes a new attack. A ground slam instead of a... It looks like you still have the heavy swing, because that's if I just tap it. So I'll see how that functions against the biophages. See if it still works as the heavy swing, or does it just... Does it not fling them, basically? There's no impact sound when you hit the crates. That's kind of underwhelming. Also, all that steam that's coming off of it makes me think that... Nice reaction. Makes me think that it's going to overheat or something, but... Nah, doesn't look like that's happening. Can I infinitely stunlock these things too? It looks like I can. Loses all weight. It's lovely. Why would I want to break these crates in this instance? Alright, so what am I doing now? Unlock the hammer. Oh. Like, unlock the true potential of the hammer? Is that what that means? Doesn't seem too complicated. Well, before I descend, let me oh, never mind. Can't. I was going to say, let me see if there's anything in that room I could have possibly missed, but too late now.
Choice is yours.
Only way is forward. Ooh,
UJC
any upgrades for the hammer?
at your service.
Nope, it's not like a baton. There's no adjustments you can make to this thing.
Getting close. I'll meet you at the ship. Quickly, Jacob. I don't know how much longer we have.
The way she says that makes me think that there's like 40 minutes left of gameplay in this DLC. And I just got the hammer. Nice parry. That's unfair. He's abusing his range. He thinks he's Nobushi. You will never be Nobushi. So all of these things are supposed to be man-machine hybrids. That's very weird. How can they do this to so many people? Oh man, see, it doesn't like combo fluently, it doesn't have a big blast radius. I don't really see the point of me doing this. Look at that. That didn't do anything. I expected that to kill me if he didn't kill it. Yeah, dude. This hammer does not function the way I think they hoped it would. This is how fast I can combo into a slam. Okay, maybe I could do it faster. If he holds it at all, it's not like it charges or anything. As soon as he holds it, boom, that's max. It's not like if I hold it longer that it gets any bigger. So let me try that maybe. Because man, they want you to like mix in slams and stuff, but good god, it does not. It's not like it flows with the other animation.
You're getting close. I'll meet you at the ship. Quickly, Jacob.
But I could very well just be using this thing incorrectly. I just got it after all. That's not fair. Yeah, see, look at that. Look, he hit me through, so I've taken massive damage. I mean, that could work, right? Where if I see them charging up their thing, then I can interrupt them, but if that's the extent of its creativity, then, I mean, come on.
I'll meet you at the ship. Quickly, Jacob. I don't know how much longer we have.
Yeah, I can't do that from neutral. They'll just hit me. That's how I meant to use it. That's its sole purpose. I see them charging up. Okay, I'm gonna interrupt it with the slam. Because I don't see a worthwhile way to use it any other way. Okay, that was good. I had them trapped in a corner. That functioned pretty well. I'm at 1 hit of health. Even if I block an attack, it'll kill me. Okay. I'll try to use it that way. Let me turn off my alarm.
I'll meet you at the ship.
Good sound, as expected.
Quickly, Jacob. I
None
don't
of this
know how
game's
much
sounds are
longer
lacking
we have.
except the sound of exploding these crates with the hammer, actually, now that I mention it. Can he bust through the crates? How does he get around? Okay, I was expecting him to begin comboing that robot, but no, I was out of range or something. Because I just swung at the air. Oh, see? Look, I couldn't stun lock them with it. That explicitly didn't let me stun lock them with that. I did it again, and they both didn't do a stagger animation. They just poised through. And in that one, oh, let's see this one. I mean, in that one, he didn't even stagger, so I don't think this hammer is functioning the way it's expected to. I don't know. This doesn't feel like a super powerful hammer. This kind of feels trash. Like really bad.
You're getting close. I'll meet you at the ship. I don't know how much longer.
Did I mistime the slam? Did I not do it fast enough or something? That interrupts him regardless. The game thought I wanted to grab the bot. Look at that. I couldn't even slam him because then his buddy went to combo me, so I would have been forced to run. Not in range. You're just sprinting at me. I'm not gonna have the time to do that. Sometimes that staggers them, other times they don't give a crap. That bugs me how it keeps him out of range. I have to sprint towards him. Oh, that was effed up. Okay, well, I did it. Played a little more creatively and ran away from him, and that worked. But, wow, that did not function the way I was expecting it to. I was expecting me to be able to just spam and succeed, and hell no. Ooh, wow, that just one-shot him. This is just one-shotting him. So much for those cool animations you got, because it doesn't show any of them on them. It just does the standard kill animations. Yeah, see, look, that radius is terrible. Okay, now I got a weapon that one-shots all the standard biophages, so I can't imagine this is going to go on for much longer if that's how it functions. And I can't imagine that this is going to be in the riot mode. Unless it's like a limited time power-up thingy. Isn't that ironic? The DLC before this brings a bunch of new kill animations, and then boom, you can't even see those on this weapon. So they can actually have this many enemies on screen, they just refuse to. Because of how the gameplay functions. That was like 10 enemies, all in one small spot, and then half of them just ran away, of course, because they saw the carnage that was being inflicted. I think I see where this is going. I see where this is going. What the hell? Huh? That didn't even do anything. See what I mean? This hammer isn't hammering properly. Oh man, I'm just confused now. I'm just super confused. I think this is going down to like Last of Us finale, where it's just a bunch of really quick combat scenarios, and it's gonna rush me straight to the final boss now. I'm at the 2-hour mark, it makes sense. That's how all these freaking DLCs work for some reason. Emergency evac station 2C, so don't go there, that's progress. See, one animation they can't interrupt, that two-step one, they can't interrupt it, but that uppercut one they can interrupt. That's why I keep getting hit, because I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get the invincible animation. Look at that, that didn't even kill the dude in front of me. I'm trying to kick this body right there, and look where he gets pulled towards. It's insane. Oh man, this hammer sucks. I'm dead. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Maybe I am. I have no idea. Does it one-shot these dudes too? 2 shots, makes sense. Pick up the goddamn thing. Maintenance elevator? What the heck? Oh, but it's locked anyway. So I gotta go to the evac station, right? Huh? I'm so shocked that they're actually giving you branching paths in this DLC. Dude, I think the gameplay has gotten worse since getting this hammer. I didn't even check to see if the like heavy swing function still works. Let me see if that still does its thing. What is the way to progress here? Fight your way to the maintenance elevator. Okay, good thing I checked the objective. Well, the heavy swing doesn't even matter because it one-shots everything. That's cool looking. Confusing, I don't really know what happened here, but that's cool looking. Alright, that's kind of funny. That was kind of cute. Shame that I couldn't kill it with it, and it was just another hallucination. What if I didn't dodge? I feel like I just did this before. Can't believe it really unloaded everything.
That hatch leads down to the loading bay. I'm waiting for you on the ship.
Wow, that's very nice of you. You could leave, but you don't. Kind of stupid, actually.
The choice is yours.
There's literally nothing else to buy, so yeah, sure.
Stand by.
Sure.
Cycle complete.
I'm so hungry. I should have eaten before I started broadcasting. Mordhau console launch. Oh yeah, coming soon. TM, TM, TM. I guess I'll go to cold storage first. I'm gonna have to go to all these places. Physics? Impossible. Not more. I'm done fighting these things. Doesn't it look like he's about to kick them or something in that animation? Okay, so that's a heavy swing. Hey, look, see, doesn't do anything. Yep, saw that coming. Get out of it. That looked normal. Okay, that's probably a more proper way to combo it. Heavy swing into big slam into then just a standard combo. Okay, just discovered something. Yeah, I'm just gonna be running around with one health injector at a time. Since these mother effers want to keep interrupting me at any time I want to do something. Interesting. I thought that one had a gun for a second. That would have actually been cause for concern. Oh, look at that instant recovery. I was gonna rev up my heavy slam, and then I noticed, oh shoot, he's animating again. God, neither of those attacks reach them. Controller's about to die. It's lost its vibration. Give me 1 second.
How am I supposed to play a game if I feel no impact rumbling my hands every time?
1 second.
Where did all that fighting lead me? Back to a fake loading screen.
The zoom in is so big that it clips into the camera sometimes while crawling a bit.
They've been very hush-hush about this hidden enemy. Is it a player 1v1? Do I fight someone else who reaches the end of the DLC at the same time? Is it a dead waiting for me? Come to apologize?
I think it's changing.
The hatch, Jacob. We're running out of time. You must reach the ship, Jacob. Nothing else matters.
What is he talking about? The room is changing. You good? 1 second, let me inject myself. Gotta stimulate the senses.
UJC Printing at your service.
Oh my god, you have to print out health injectors? Can't just buy it? Crap.
Print finished.
How does it print out liquid?
In progress. Have a united day.
What's he talking about? This room is fine. Just as I remember. Gotta get up there. Oh, with this thing, yes. Okay, I can drop down from that one. Good.
Almost there, Jacob.
How do you know? Are you watching me through cameras or something? What the hell is she talking about?
Jacob!
What are you doing here?
The ship's close. We just have to reach the loading bay.
Watch out! Oh my god!
All too easy. Who is this, Captain Ferrets? No, it's just another one of them. That didn't do anything. Master the mechanics of the hammer, they said. It'll be fun, they said. What the hell was that glitching texture? What was I gonna do? Oh, my arm. Look at the ship floating in the air. Well, I tried to use the hammer mechanics and they didn't do anything. Instead, they got me killed. So I'll watch her get killed again. No, I won't, because they added a cutscene skipping, baby. Woo! Yep. Oh, didn't affect him. I guess he was a bit too far. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I think the gameplay was better with the hammer. I mean, with the baton. This hammer is terrible. I have to say it now. This does not function the way I think they hoped it did. And the fact that they had half a year to like perfect this hammer tells me that there was no kind of playtesting that went on. Because holy hell, like every second time I try to use this thing slam, it gets me hit. Like I'm trying to wait for it opening and stuff, and even doing that, it doesn't. Look at that. What about the one behind it? Was he too far? Let's try that again. Alright, I waited a couple seconds on that one. I'm not even going to turn around, I'm just going to heal right now. Try me. I was kidding. Get out of it. Oh, you could survive that? I was so sure that would kill him. Just pulling him through. This will open up all the loot faster than me kicking everything. Stomping everything, sorry. It's not actually kicking. Okay. Okay, that was good. See, that was a good fun combo. And then the animation cancels, see? That's what I mean. That's bullcrap. Can't do that animation canceling.
I don't understand. One shield ship. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, what the hell? So it must have been an hallucination. She's just in a random garbage chute that has no other entrance or exit. The heck? That was a very weird scene. Who just said that? They had a funny voice.
UJC Printing. Have a united day. Stand by.
They finally took the DLC for you to start printing health injections.
Have a united day.
Only because the freaking hammer doesn't function correctly. Stupid, not play-tested weapon. Give me another vent to crawl through.
Choice. Every choice in your life has led you here. To this place. This moment. Right.
Why are there bats in here? This is a space station.
Can't keep running from what you've done.
soldiers. Survival.
Dang, you would think this game is much longer than like 8 hours.
I played my part in all this as well. There's no escape for me.
Blackline is where I belong.
You will die. Imagine they put a head snatching neck thing in here. That would really kill the tension. Man, F the tactical pistol. It's a weapon for freaking
UJC Printing at your service.
estrogen males. Yeah, tactical pistol ammo, get it out of my inventory. I freaking hate this thing. Sucks up inventory space for other useful things like stabbing myself in the neck.
Cycle complete.
Yeah, there's no way I'm not gonna have enough ammo for whatever's up next.
Print finished.
Looks like this is another 2-hour DLC. About 2 hours, 20 minutes. About the benchmark I was expecting. There's no way this is not the final boss. It's a two-head with hair! What? What? What the hell? What? What the hell is going on? A health bar? In my protocol? Alright, I'm gonna do it too, if you don't stop. Oh. I mean, she could have probably snapped my neck after that, but she chose not to. Just like Nemesis. Ouch. Good backhand. Does that explode? No. What the hell is going on? I can't dodge that. If I do a full combo, she gets to just backhand me for free. Dead? Dead. Okay. I was kidding, you know, when I said to it. So, she was in the garbage chute. What is she doing in there? Okay, that doesn't do damage to me. How do I avoid that? I run into her, like I did the last time. But if she still has her mind, then why does she want to kill me still? Is she teleporting? Oh! Back together. Her blast radius is a bit bigger than mine. I'm not trying to grab her. I'm not Donald. Yeah, that does not have a radius in front of her. If she does that, can I grab those and throw those back at her? Shoot. That's kind of hard to react to accordingly. That didn't do damage, right? Okay, good. Okay, I can block an attack. The teleporting leads me to believe that this is all in his mind or something. How much would the explosive do? Not a lot, but it staggers. That's such bullcrap. Go sod yourself. Try it. Lamau. There's only one good and proper way to finish you, and that's by hammering you. Okay, never mind. I'll just shoot her to death. Wow. I just let that happen. I just let that happen. Time to do it again. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can't be fancy. You see how he does a late dodge if I try to move in there for a whiff punish? That's because the attack lingers or something. I'm just gonna do one attack and then a heavy swing every time. This is also the same music in the Ferris fight. God, how do you avoid that, man? That didn't work. Look at that. I had the right idea. Oh. Okay. This would actually be way shorter if I just played this regularly. Look, I did a late dodge. Yeah, see, if I try to mix in a heavy attack in there, because it's slower than the standard animation, she can then just get a free hit. That's so unfortunate. Stuck. I'm gonna say it. I think that's unfair. I can't even, like, turn around and run away from that. You know what? I think I know what I'm expected to do. I know what I'm expected to do. Nope. 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 It's free damage. It's free damage. Matching it with the hammer slam does nothing. Oh, man. Callisto, you make it so hard to compliment you. Okay, no, I can't swing there because I did a late dodge, so I don't know what kind of devilry that would potentially cause. Dang, I really thought I was a genius for a second there too, like, oh shoot, maybe this is, nope, that's not the secret. The secret is to just dodge and press right trigger like in every other combat scenario in this damn game. Out of range. Remember when I saw what was in the trash chute and then I just said 2 hit with hair? How spot on was I? That's gonna be a whiff punish. Just do the standard 3-hitter quitter. That's how I need to punish it. Instead of running up and then starting a combo, just do the slam. Do my own slam. Oh, she tried to combo. Teleport. Yeah, if I just hold block, I think he automatically blocks some of the damage, even on the slam. So just do this. How are you gonna look so nasty and then have a pretty name like Caitlyn? I've checked in a couple Caitlyns. Don't do anything fancy that'll get you killed. You freaking idiot. Having a hard time deciding whether to shoot or not? Recognize your betters. What an idiot. What an idiot. Should have just let me leave. Spit.
We have to hurry, Jacob. There's still a chance.
Okay. What the hell is going on, man?
It can't be.
Listen.
Jacob, are you with me?
Who just chopped off my legs and threw my body into the garbage chute?
They got so close to his eye, you could actually see the imperfections in the textures. Wow. That's brave.
Final report, Dr. Caitlin Marler. I found him in the Warden's Tower and dragged him here. His link to Danny's core still active. I used this connection to upload the full details of the experiment. Whether it will be received, I can't say. But it was our only hope to get the truth out there. To turn his sacrifice into opportunity.
Data transfer complete.
Finally. Jacob, you did it. And now, your fight is done.
This is maybe the weirdest credit sequence I've ever seen done. I'm waiting to see. Should I be pressing a button? This is the development studio, if I'm not mistaken. Published by Krafton, developed by Striking, which is a new company. This is their first game. Okay, I'm gonna press a button. Okay, the button pressing isn't doing anything. B? Right trigger? This is like the weirdest... This is the strangest credit sequence I've ever seen in a game. It's scaring me, honestly. Like, I feel like in a second I'm gonna see somebody blast their head off. It's not glitched. This is what's supposed to be happening. Okay.
So while this is just happening. Oh wait. Yeah. The glitching is getting more violent. This is just the gateway to the Elden Ring DLC.
Hey. Where'd everybody go? Mahler! Louise! I'm not dead yet. I'm alive. I mean, Jacob's dead, but I'm still alive. This is Josh. Can somebody please let... Whoa! What the fuck happened to my legs? What the fuck happened to my legs? Somebody... Can somebody get me out of here? And bring me my goddamn legs!
Was that supposed to be funny? Do you see anybody here laughing?
Alright. So now I guess that's Callisto Protocol. Okay. So let me lower gameplay volume so there's some interesting gameplay in the background while I unleash my thoughts. I'll just make the volume way lower. Yes, it'll be really quiet. Okay, so to give a... let me not give a verdict yet. So that was the last DLC, the only story DLC that they have done for Callisto Protocol. This game came out late December of last year, 2022. Concluding it, finally, just before July of this year. This game had a season pass. Well, let me give my verdicts on the DLC before I, give final thoughts, right? So, that was the Final Transmission DLC. That was about 2 hours. I took longer than probably normally would have because, I was trying to make the gameplay more interesting than the Callisto's gameplay usually is. Died a couple times to being silly. So with all that playtime added up to just about 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is what I said, right? That's what I said I was hoping for. So if I didn't goof around as much, didn't die as much, then that would have been probably just around 2 hours, because, cutscenes in this game and repeating things can be very lengthy because everything in this game is slower, with it being so animation heavy. So in terms of length, that's about what I was expecting, what I was hoping for. Not shocking. In terms of the value of the DLC, it's $15 paid separately, or the season pass that the game comes with, I believe, is $30, $40, because each DLC, the DLC contains, the season pass contains a skin collection for $5, a scam of a mode with death animations for $10, the riot mode is another $10, and then the story DLC is $15. So yeah, you get it all at a discounted rate if you get it in a season pass. As somebody who is not too invested in the Callisto Protocol story, I guess, yeah, interesting moments for sure. I like that in the DLC it went more into the hallucinogenic side of things, although with that kind of conclusion, I have no idea what really just went down. I have no clue if the DLC actually ended, like, at the beginning. He never actually escaped anywhere, because even at the very beginning it was weird with how he could just kind of appeared somewhere that he was not last seen, because he had that hallucination with Ferris, who he definitely already dropped. That Ferris thing was a hallucination, if it wasn't already painfully obvious. And then we see him all chopped up, I guess, added to her list of experiments, but then she said his data will be used to save other lives, so I have no clue of what's implied is that he saw a bunch of things and then she found him. At what point did she find him, though? That's the weird thing. I'm sure there'll be videos and comments speculating about it, but that is how they decided to conclude the Callisto Protocol in like a funny end game thingy. I think this game is a bit of a tragedy in a lot of ways. The overall main campaign of it gives off really heavy tech demo vibes, where there seems to be a lot of good ideas, but then execution is what you're kind of waiting on. You kind of wait for it to evolve past the point that it starts at, but then it doesn't really happen. Even in the main campaign, you know, there's ideas there that you can see, but they don't expand on them. The gameplay ultimately is very simple, and I don't think that's something that could even be solved by just going back to the day one gameplay scheme that a lot of the older Callisto players experienced before they patched this game, because it seems to be the biggest general change to this game came in its first major patch, where they addressed a lot of the concerns of the gameplay, and then they never went back from that. And then from there, the gameplay is as is, where every engagement can be done the same way. Every enemy, okay, dodge, riposte. Dodge, riposte. Enemies will never attack you in swarm, so you don't have to worry about being surrounded. Just dodge, riposte, dodge, riposte. Even in the DLC, as you saw with the biobots. The only times where I would get hit in the middle of a combo is because I was doing, what I was doing was not a conventional combo. So a conventional combo is me just spamming the right trigger, as you see here, where it's usually around 3 or 4 hits, combo ends. What I was doing that would allow me to get hit is then I would intersperse it with the heavy swing. So with the way this game's AI works, you can exploit it. They always attack you suddenly when you start aiming at them, when you're close to them. But say if my back is turned, see what I mean? This game has very exploitable AI with the changes they've made. So if you try to intersperse your combos with heavy attacks, the AI kicks into effect and they go to interrupt you. That's the only time I was ever getting hit by 2 people at the same time, because I was trying to make the gameplay interesting, because otherwise, if not, since there was no 2-head boss in there, every engagement, with the exception of those with the acid-spitting big mouth enemy, that's the guy with the 2-head that spits the green stuff, I could literally just have every engagement do the same. I wouldn't have to shoot. I could just left, right, left, right, left, right. Even if the enemies are mutating, that just gives them more health. It doesn't actually change the gameplay of it, just extends the fight time. And I think that's what's most tragic about this game. I think Dead Space is a game that is also very easy. Dead Space obviously doesn't have melee, but in Dead Space, it's limb chopping enemies with weapons that are good at different things. The plasma cutters, you're good all around, good at any range, just be accurate, and it can take off enemies' limbs in a couple shots. The Ripper, really good if you got enemies really close to you that you can just sweep and chop off their limbs. The Line Gun, good for like a bunch of enemies down a corridor for massive damage. This isn't even considering the secondary fire in Dead Space, which makes weapons doubly as interesting. In Callisto, what secondary fire is just a more damaging shot. For the pistol, it's an explosive shot. For the shotgun, it's an explosive shot. The only interesting secondary fire is the skunk gun, that hand shotgun that you saw that I was shooting that like red wave at dudes. That's the only interesting secondary fire, and even then, it's just basically a more expansive shotgun blast. So it is what it is. I think this game is so simple to improve, because all the general things are about gameplay. Like, ultimately, who gives a crap about the stories in these games? Like, yeah, Dead Space has a story. Do you really care about the story? No. You care that it's a functioning game and that it flows well. It's got narrative that's backed by gameplay, vice versa. You know, rising tension, a good climax, good boss battles, good set-piece moments. In this game, Callisto, I think there is good rising tension, but it doesn't evolve. It doesn't expand at all. The worst part about the game is the opening before you get the baton. After that, once you get the revolver and your stun baton, you've reached the peak of Callisto Protocol's gameplay. There's no cool like one-off engagements with a cinematic boss like say the Tentacle in Dead Space 1 or like the Tormentor in Dead Space 2. And that I can understand. I understand why this game had a season pass and stuff. It's because this is a new company, and they decided to start off with a blockbuster AAA game, riding off of the coattails of Dead Space because they got a couple of the old team working on it. Now that's going to work to their benefit and to their detriment because people are going to make comparisons to it, and it also is going to be like in the shadow of it. And knowing that, you know, budgetarily it doesn't have the backing of EA, and it's basically a new studio that's going to be, I don't know, self-funded or anything. Yeah, in Dead Space, it's just Isaac, fix everything and kill stuff. Yeah, see, in this game, I can understand why it didn't end up having a lot of those cool one-off moments. Probably because, yeah, the budget for this game probably went towards advertisement and just the graphics engine. The gameplay is pretty simplistic, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, simplistic gameplay can be the best gameplay. Dead Space gameplay is simple. Resident Evil gameplay is simple, but it works. And I think this game's gameplay can work too, with such minor tweaks. Increased enemy aggression, but that would really be the biggest thing. And more unique environments. Like, remember what I was mentioning? All those big empty rooms with just enemies attacking you one at a time. Nothing interesting happening. Games, they know they can't do that. They're going to give you a big room. They're going to give you cool stuff to do. Even in the main campaign of this game, sometimes they did that. Think in Hydroponics. Towards the end of it, right before you get the suit, there's a really cool set piece moment, not even a set piece, but a really cool combat arena, where you've got that fan above you, where if you toss them up to the fan, it sprays you with blood, and it makes it like a red mist. You've got the fat enemy that's pushing you around, a couple of the skinny dudes, a spitter in there. That's really good. That's a really good one-off combat scenario. But then things like that aren't repeated in this game. Mass majority of this game's gameplay is just a singular enemy, maybe jump scaring you, and then you destroy it. This game's gameplay does not work with one enemy. Dead Space gameplay doesn't work with one enemy. That's why they always swarm you, but when you're swarmed in those games, you're actually swarmed. In Callisto, when you're surrounded by enemies, you're not under any threat. There's nothing you need to concern yourself with, because it's so easy. And again, Dead Space is easy too, but it's still interesting. I understand that being a melee-focused game, you have to kind of balance it to where you're not stun-locked into things and it becomes unfun. But you can still get stun-locked in this game with that two-head boss enemy. If you try to press buttons that aren't just the standard melee combo, enemies will interrupt you during your combo, and that doesn't feel good either. So it's kind of fundamentally flawed. And because it never evolves from where it begins, it's going to be a big letdown for a lot of people. I tolerate it because I like this game a lot. Regardless, you know, it's not Last of Us Part 2, nothing can be as bad as that game. And I still give this game like an 8 out of 10, but that doesn't mean that, you know, I don't think it could improve in some way. And unfortunately, I don't think it is going to make like some kind of comeback with the story DLC there. It kind of ends in a confusing way. Narratively, I have no idea where it went. I really appreciated the hallucinogenic parts of it. I hope that's the correct word I'm looking to use. That was really cool. The boss fight at the end with Mauler, fake Mauler, whatever, that was cool too, I guess. I was expecting a bit more because the way they made like a couple articles talking about, oh yeah, the boss is gonna have some mechanics that Jacob has, and I still don't know what that statement meant because Mauler wasn't using grip or anything. She was just she was literally just Ferris but faster and beefier. Thankfully, you know, no fodder enemies in it. But I think ultimately the biggest flaw with this game is going to be its gameplay to a lot of people. Narratively, as someone who's not too invested in a lot of game narratives, it doesn't really matter to me if the gameplay is good and functioning. Now, because this game is like Last of Us, where the gameplay, you know, attacks have weight, good impact, good music, good sound design, that'll do a lot to carry it, but the loop. It's all about that gameplay loop, like they said in Halo many years back. That 15-second loop, and maintaining that for a bunch of hours to keep player retention. And you know, me and the other people in the subreddit, we've allowed it. You know, this mode is probably, I think this is going to be this game's lasting impact, this riot mode here. I don't think we're going to be replaying Final Transmission or the campaign unless they do massive changes to it, which that's what we were hoping in the Contagion DLC. But since that didn't happen, it's really just going to boil down to now Callisto is just going to be this endless COD Zombies game now that DLC's out. I'll have to replay it at least 1 or 2 times because I missed out on a couple of data drives for narrative purposes, and there's a couple of achievements I'm going to have to get. But beyond that, can't see myself really endlessly replaying Callisto. I've replayed the main campaign of Callisto about 6 or 7 times. So once on the first completion, then on New Game Plus, then some update came out. Oh yeah, then I replayed it for YouTube to just kind of show how interesting the gameplay could be. I did a playthrough on YouTube, so then that was 3. Then Hardcore mode came out, so I did that. Then I did Hardcore New Game Plus because it had an achievement attached to it. That was 5. And then as I've been uploading the combat OSTs, I've replayed it maybe like a 6th time here and there. And also because it's good and short. It's not some expansive open world game. It's a good. You can literally beat this game in 8 hours, and then with that DLC, it becomes like a 10-hour game. I understand why they kind of had to continue it with DLC, probably to get a bit more money out of the game. Like, I'll let that slide. I understand it's a very modern video game, but what are you gonna do? Ultimately, it doesn't upset me now that I have a job and that buying games isn't making me go broke. So that doesn't bother me as much as it probably should. So yeah, unfortunately, even with Final Transmission, thoughts and opinions on this game don't change too much. I think the Riot mode is probably the best DLC there was. There wasn't too much new music in that DLC either. I noticed there was maybe maybe there were new ambience tracks, but in terms of like combat OSTs, they were the same. Like the one at the end was pretty much a remix of the Ferris one, and Ferris wasn't there. I think the only other things they could do in future updates with this game is to expand this mode in particular, the Riot mode maybe, by adding some of the newer enemies, maybe adding the Kinetic Hammer, the Biobots, and some of the other bosses in the game, like Ferris, maybe the Caitlin Mauler boss fight. They could do that to expand, but beyond that, I think it is pretty much a done deal for Callisto now. From late December to just before July, they have done everything they wanted to do with this game. Yeah, I give this game like an 8 out of 10. It's pretty much what I would expect from a story DLC for a game that's had this kind of update schedule. I'm not really surprised at how this game has evolved. So I'll give over a quick rundown. So yeah, overall thoughts of like the main game campaign and stuff. 8 out of 10, about what I was expecting. Now the big question is, did they make enough money off of this game, and do they have enough morale and good press release to make a sequel? Because they didn't use, I think, the feedback that they've gotten for the game to improve the story DLC or this mode either. I think this mode is more so just mindless fun, where you got the cool new animations and then just endless combat that feels good and weighty. But it doesn't feel like they've used the feedback they've gotten for Callisto to further evolve the game with the updates it got. The only substantial update this game ever received was that first major one, where they addressed people's complaints of the game being a bit too hard and feeling a bit artificially difficult, and beyond that, they've never went back on that decision. I'll have to check the Reddit AMA to see if they further addressed those concerns. So the first DLC this game got in its Season Pass, besides the skin collection, was Contagion Mode. Now, what we were all expecting Contagion Mode to be was something more akin to, like, like Resident Evil 4's other difficulties, you know, hardcore and professional, where there's actually substantial gameplay differences, obviously harder, but then also new layouts, new enemy encounters. The way it was advertised was a custom difficulty. What that ended up being was a terrible first impression for the game, because it released new death animations, a permanent mode, but then the gameplay was the exact same. The only thing that was custom made was that it was not as annoying as hardcore, a bit harder than the maximum difficulty, like the hard difficulty, just by nature of the loot stuff you're getting. And enemies would have different drop rates.
but nothing about the game actually changed. Nothing about the gameplay changed. There was no new combat scenarios, no new side paths in the levels, maybe for like a chance to get more loot that was necessary to continue forth. No, it did not change the gameplay at all. The next DLC this game got, which I think is going to be most people's most positive one, is this one, the Riot mode. It's an endless COD zombie style wave mode, where you have all the weapons of the main campaign that you slowly buy, and then you just fight to survive as long as you can. They did a fun community thing on Twitter, where they posted a hashtag Beat the Devs, where they posted some high scores of some of the development team, and challenge you to get as far as you can, see if you can beat those high scores. And a couple people did so, about 4 people, because actually those scores are pretty high, only because this mode can last a bit long, and you know, eventually it is the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and you know, it takes like multiple hours. And some people did those, that was cool, and then very shortly after, like a month and a half later, boom, the story DLC. They put out an article, they put out a lot of promotional material, trailers, constantly posting on Twitter about it, and now that's out, and that's pretty much it. So I think this game's lasting stuff is pretty much just going to be Riot mode. I'm wondering if they're going to continue to update the mode at all. Doubt they're going to try to monetize it, but maybe just to add the biobots, some of the boss fights in this. I think it'd be really nice if they decided to do that. It would really suck if they just said, okay, story DLC is out. We are now officially done with this game and we're moving on to the next thing. If they're going to, if this game is good enough for the company, are they going to continue working with Callisto? Are they going to move to different IPs? This game, Callisto, it had something before it came out, like an audio story called The Helix Station. It was like the Helix Station podcast, and it actually won a couple of awards. I didn't know what it was up until like 2 or 3 weeks ago, where I decided to look it up and listen to it. So it's like an hour and 30 minutes divided between 6 episodes of prequel stuff, of like a prequel story to Callisto, where all original characters, Ferris is there for a couple minutes as like a brief cameo to the game, and it's all audio. It's not like an animation or like a cartoon. It's just an audio story before this game came out, and it was actually really good. And I'm not hard pressed to say that its story was probably more interesting and engaging than the game's final release story was. 'Cause if you listened to that and then got onto this game and it like helped you build hype for it, you probably were going to be like, wow, what the heck is this? The thing I listened to is much more interesting. I'm wondering if they do continue to, you know, if they want to continue the unique universe of the Callisto Protocol, if they're going to build off of more so the prequel stuff that they did. They're going to switch to a Vampire the Live Service shooter, my goodness. As I think they had a really good blueprint with that audio story. It was really engaging. You can listen to it now. It's literally just called like Callisto Protocol Helix Station. It was really immersive, really well made, really well produced, especially just for being like an audio thing. I thought that was going to be super cringe, but no, I was actually very immersed. I was listening to it while I was just playing this mode, just to be in tune with it, you know, instead of doing that while, I don't know, cutting off hits on chivalry or something. And that was really good. Arguably more engaging than the main narrative of this game. Even for this game's campaign, I watched everything about this game before I bought it, so I knew everything about it already. Just like mass opinions and stuff, but I knew I would still like it. Still is the case. I still have enjoyed my time with this game. But even the main story of this game could be different to what you thought was advertised. Mentioning like being a prisoner and stuff, but then, you know, you're wrongfully prosecuted, then you end up being, no, you do belong here. It's a whole weird thing. I'm going to see what the main discussion is on the social medias. A bit let down that they didn't evolve the gameplay with the story DLC too much. I think they did pretty good with a couple of the beginning arenas. Like that room that was purple with the 2 heads and not the 2 heads, the acid spitting ones, and the mixture of the enemies coming from behind you and stuff. See, simple things like that, literally just enemies appearing from behind you, pretending to be dead and they're not. Stuff like that is not present in the main story of Callisto for some reason. Very simple gameplay to make it interesting is just not present. It's stuff like that that makes this game just weird to talk about. Very freaking weird to talk about, and that's present in Final Transmission. And this game doesn't have like an encounters mode like Last of Us Part 2, so if you want to replay certain moments in the campaign that you thought had better gameplay than others, well, too bad. You got to do the entire story, but you better have those saves. You got to make like manual saves for those types of places. Anything else? I'm kind of rambling because I'm ready to cut this off and eat something. Yeah, I've enjoyed my time with Callisto. It's a game that's about what I was expecting. Just wish it could be a bit harder. You know, that's ultimately the thing with a single-player game. To have it have good longevity, especially if you want to give it a season pass, which means you want its players to return months after it's finished, which a lot of single-player games don't get the privilege to if they're not open world. You gotta make the game hard, and unfortunately, the game's just not hard. For a lot of hardcore people, they pretty much dealt with it because, okay, the game's not done yet. It's got more stuff in the season pass. Now the story DLC's out. Now the game's gonna be dead to a lot of people, and I don't think it evolved the gameplay enough to make enough people pleased with it, but it's whatever. It's whatever. It doesn't bother me personally. I have enjoyed this game pretty much every step of the way except with the Contagion DLC. About what I was expecting in terms of length. Clearly EA has not everything to do with the production of these games, despite what they might make you believe. And that is basically the protocol. The riot mode seems to be the same here. I saw a Reddit post saying secret changes made to riot mode. I don't know if maybe it's a question or maybe a revelation they had, but it looks the same. I don't see any kinetic hammer or biobots coming in anytime soon unless Ferris is going to pop up around the corner, but in the 60 waves I did on broadcast, that did not happen, so. Verdict, Callisto's an 8 out of 10 from me. Probably a lot less to other people, but it's only because I do like this game for some reason. I do like it a lot. Not even like I'm Dead Space hungry, I just knew I would have a good time with this game. I'll replay its story DLC maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then pretty much the only reason I'll get on this game now is just to waste some time on this mode and any other combat soundtracks that I might want uploaded that I'll just do myself. Yeah. Hopefully the company can improve. If I do get this game on PlayStation, I'm gonna see what that day 1 difficulty is if they never decide to add it in like a classic mode, because I'm still very curious as to what it played like, because the way these dudes on Reddit talk about it, it makes it seem like this game was a lot cooler, and I never got to experience it when it was cooler. It just sounds a lot cooler, because the game sounded way harder, and they never went back on that decision, even though they seemed very confident in press release stuff like how we mastered the Callisto Protocol's gameplay, blah 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 blah, and then a month after it launches, they capitulate to the masses and make the game piss easy, and then never change it back to the supposedly interesting gameplay that it had prior. So, yeah, I'll see if they decide to update this game any further. That was Final Transmission. That is pretty much final thoughts on Callisto. Is it a Callisto sweep? I don't know. That's what the masses are going to decide, but I've had a good time with this game pretty much every step of the way. But not to say that this game could not be better. Seems a lot familiar to another game I play a lot, huh? That, I like it, but it could be better. Story of every freaking game I play. Alright, I'm cutting this off. I'm gonna go eat something. That has been Callisto Protocol. Please restock before you head out.
They Falmired my protocol.